Hey guys, welcome to another video in this channel. Today is a special day. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. This week I was hired to do an intensive course, a super course for one of the top universities here in Mexico, and I've been teaching like every day. I've been working a lot of hours, and I'm really tired. So I was trying to think about something to teach you guys. I thought about maybe doing more displacement stuff or more alpha stuff, or continue with the sci-fi thing that we did. What was this? Trim sheets. I just couldn't find something interesting, so I'm gonna need your help, by the way, coming up with more ideas. I know there were a couple suggestions like skinning and stuff like that, and yes, we will be covering that, but give me suggestions down here because I'm really like running out of ideas. Especially on these days where the work is like super intense, and I need to relax a little bit. So today, guys, we are gonna do something called a little bit of a case study. So don't worry, this is not gonna be like a 2-hour video of how I lose in this game. I'm actually just gonna like show you the kind of things that I notice when I'm like playing games and how I learn from those things, right? Because every single time that we see something on a game, on a movie, or on any sort of like entertainment media, it's good to of course enjoy it, but there's also like room for studying and implementing it, right? So let's do a little bit of a quick overview, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this as well. We'll do some combat as well. I'm in the beginning of the game. Like I literally just like I haven't had time to play it, so I've probably been like playing like an hour or something. I've been like 2 dungeons, and okay. So first things first, like this pillar right here. What is this? This is a trim sheet. This is exactly what we just talked about in the sci-fi section. You can see the trim down there on the little like round shapes, and then like the knots right there. That's also a trim sheet. And if we look closely, we can find, there you go. That's the UV seam. See it? It's there. It's barely noticeable. They did a great job trying to hide it, but it's there. You can see how the normal map changes slightly, and the seam is right there, which is it's not something you can ever beat. Like until we leave behind UV maps, we will always see that sort of stuff. Over here, for instance, we have more trim sheets, this like side pieces right there, and the walls, that's just a tileable texture, right? So how do I know that that's a tileable texture? You can like find like a spot like that one right there, the one that's behind the like my character's head, and then if you look somewhere else, you're gonna find it again, like the exact same spot. You can see here it's even mirrored. So this thing right here and this thing right here, it's mirrored. It's a mirror texture, which is fine because when you're playing, you don't really notice. The one thing that you do need to be careful about, and I think that could be like a small like feedback or area of improvement if you wish, is textual resolution. You want to make sure things are or follow the closest texel as possible. And here I can see, for instance, that the pillars, let me see if I can get the camera there we go, the pillars are higher quality than the wall, and it shows, right? Like you can see that there's more detail. They probably scaled them down and then scaled the texture up. But yeah, see, that's something I'm noticing here, and I think that's a really like smart way to go. As you can see, that's a 3. It's the same element, just repeated 3 times. And when you see it as a whole, you don't really notice it. But when you put attention into it, you definitely see that sort of effect. And again, that's the kind of things that you see. These are like just like modular fences, really thin. I would have done them a little bit like wider. It's nice that you can destroy them though. So yeah, these are just like a kit. You would create like a small kit. Maybe that's something that we could do. I can show you guys how to do a kit. And oh my god, that guy, I think he's a bad guy, right? Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to fight that guy. So yeah, these are just a kit. So you would create like 2 or 3 versions of them and then just like duplicate them around. What's this? Oh, cool. Post, that's just a tileable texture, as you can see. You wouldn't like bring this into ZBrush and do it individually. You would do it like a single piece. And then, oh my god, I didn't see that dude. Poor dude. Okay. Now, in regards to the characters are amazing. Let me tell you that, like, they're really high quality. They definitely are using a little bit of Marvel's Designer. So if you want to check the course, of course, it's over there, down here in the description. So like the tabard and the cape, I would definitely do them in Marvel's Designer and then texture them. And what you're seeing here, the simulation, you wouldn't do the simulation in Marvel's Designer because this is on the engine itself. So the engine has to handle all of that sort of effect. Even like the little like flapping here on the wings on the shoulders, that's something that you would see. Now for the animations are really telegraphed. I think that's one of the things that I really like about this game. It's even though it's a really difficult game, once you see like the patterns, it's fairly obvious to understand where things are coming from, right? So in this case, we have like the strong attack. Look at that anticipation. One of the principles of animation is anticipation, right? Like you telegraph that something's coming. The fast attack has a very slow anticipation. You bring the sword back and then you swing forward. And then this stab, really long anticipation. And of course, the damage is way higher. Same for the shield. That's like the parry, and this is just like holding it. Now look at the enemies. Very similar animation. So you see the anticipation, and then he just hit me. There we go. Let me see if I can parry it. Almost. Ah! I told you guys I suck at this game. Oh my god, I'm burning. I want to see if I can parry it. Okay, let's see. Animation is also done in the engine itself. Whoop. Okay, at least I dodged. So all of this programming that we're seeing, that's the AI, of course, like doing its job to like find the proper way to do it. Nope, I got my timing like way wrong. So let's get rid of this guy. There we go. That way we can appreciate the art a little bit better. So yeah, as I was mentioning, the characters are really nicely done. They're using some sort of like PBR metallic roughness workflow, definitely, because we can see the reflections on the armor, and yeah, like everything looks really nice. Now, here's one thing that I've mentioned. I think I mentioned this on the animation course. In games, it's very common to have something called bendy armor. So for instance, take a look at the helmet, right? Like it looks like it's a metal helmet, but if I do an animation, you can see that the helmet actually like moves and bends and like distorts with the character because it's rigged to the neck, right? So it's like if he was wearing like a rubber like helmet. Same for like a lot of pieces on the armors, the legs, and everything, because it's impossible to rig something to always be like hard surface when there's going to be a lot of movement like what we have here in this game. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I really don't don't know what else to tell you. I know this is a really weird video, but you guys know I'm always transparent with everyone, so I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I'm probably gonna be taking like 1 or 2 days off, by the way, guys. I need to talk with the rest of the team and see if that's okay, because I really need a couple of rest days to make sure my head is back in the proper space. But make sure to leave some recommendations, suggestions on what other topics to cover, things that you would like to see featured here in the channel. If you want to see work from other instructors, let me know, and we can maybe get some interviews in or something. And yeah, thank you very much for being part of this. I'll see you back very soon. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, keep working on your 3D, guys. Bye bye.